Welcome to the details now. Well, there is a worrying trend or spate of siege of government institutions across the country. Supporters of the now governing NPP, as well as the Invincible Forces, the security wing of the party, disrupted daily business at various institutions, including the Accra toll booth, a few days after the Electoral Commissioner declared the result of the 2016 elections. Today, President Akufo-Addo started his first day in office, and the trend of siege seems to have begun. Here in Accra, NPP branded vehicles have reportedly forced their way into the premises of the passport office. We understand there is police reinforcement there. Our correspondent Joseph Akable has been there. He joins me now on the telephone from the passport office with some more on this. Joseph, are you there? Hello, Joseph, are you there? Okay, we don't have Joseph at the moment, but like I said, this is not just in Accra, it is across the country. We can move on to Bwedi in the Western region, where persons suspected to be NPP supporters locked up offices of the National Health Insurance Scheme and some other district offices. Samuel Minta is the district manager of the NHIS in Bwedi. His office was attacked. He joins me on the phone now with his account of the situation. Hello, Mr. Minta, good to have you. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Speaking to your listeners.
Thank you. Tell us what exactly happened today and how it happened.
Yeah, today as our usual day's work, we came to work this morning performing our normal activities, which is registering clients as we do every day. So part of our team was on the field working. I was with the team at the field, and I had a distress call that a group purported to be NPP supporters came in. They were in an NPP uniform and they were in red armband. Came into our office claiming that they have had orders from above and that they should come and sack all the workers there and should come and take over from the office. So in the process, my officers tried to argue with them and those things. So they nearly injured some of them, and some of them they have bruises on their hands and their head. Even my accountant's phone, 2 phones were taken from him. His watch was also taken from him.
But you say that the people who came in were branded in NPP attire. How sure are we that they are NPP supporters? Is it that they are people who live in the neighborhood and so they are people that you know belong to the party?
Yeah, to make this issue more authentic, our keys that were locked, we reported the issue to police. And the police called the NPP chairman, call his boys and collect the keys to come and open the locked office. So the chairman called the boys, and lo and behold, he brought the keys and we opened the office.
So the chairman, the NPP chairman in Bwedi or Bwedi, in the Western region?
NPP chairman in Bwedi.
In Bwedi called the guys who were on Rampage, and then they finally opened the door for you to start work.
Yeah, so they want them to correct our keys, and those keys they bought, the locks they bought for the office, the keys to those locks, they called them to collect all of them.
I see. Did you report this case to the police, by the way?
Yeah, as we speak, the issue is with the police. Yeah.
And what has the police told you?
Oh, it was the effort of the police that we are able to collect the keys, and we have opened the office, and we are still working on it. We are even alert on it now.
Has any arrest been made? Because it was not right, of course, for them to have just barged in on you like that.
We've now made the official statement, and some list of people have been given to the police, and going forward, we are still pursuing the case, and we look at what happened.
Was there any destruction to property at this point? Of course, when it happened, you said you don't have pictures to show, and so you cannot show that to us at the moment. But was there any damage caused to your work?
Our canopies that our clients within, what happened is they have vandalized all the canopies, and they try to push the chairs and destroy some of the chairs around and whatever we are working.
Okay.
And because they even came in and just off the meters and those, some of our EMS machines we are working with have even gone to screen.
Say that again. Your EMS, what's that?
Our BMS machine.
DMS machine.
The computers we are working with.
Okay.
Yeah, they try to tamper with them for, so we are even here to test if some of them have even got for.
Okay, how has it affected your work today, and how do you envisage it will affect your work going forward?
Now, since we've lodged the complaint with the police, we are dialoguing with the police so that they can give us the keys. If not, we think our presence here we are not safe. But as we speak, we are in the office now. And for today, the client that came, we couldn't register them at the office, except when the process registered them, so we couldn't continue. So except those on the field working that are working, but the office as we speak, there's no client here we can register now.
Okay, so you're looking at stranded clients. Is that correct? Or is it that you don't have clients to register at all?
Oh, the clients, they were in the process, they were stranded. And because of the noise and those things, most of them have run away and they've all gone now.
I see. But the police have given you an assurance that they're going to keep you protected in the coming days so that you'll be able to do your work, correct?
Sure.
And what's the level of confidence you have in these assurances that you've gotten from the police?
Oh, our police, we know they are on call, so we are hoping to have protection from them.
Okay. All right. We'll say a very big thank you to you, sir. That is Samuel Minta. Samuel Minta is the district manager of the NHIS at Bwedi in the Western region. His office today was attacked by persons suspected to be NPP supporters. Of course, let's now come back to Accra here. Very soon we'll raise the Member of Parliament for the area. I'm talking about Bwedi in the Western region, Samson Ahe, there, who will be talking to us on this particular issue. But let's come back to Accra and go to the passport office where Joseph Akable is standing by with a report on what's happening there at the moment. Hello, Joseph, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Gifty.
Tell us what's happening at the moment.
Well, so Gifty, if you have the pictures on the screen, you can see a gentleman in a Lacoste of opening the main gate, and that is the main gate to the passport office here in Accra. Now, what actually happened is about an hour ago, some gentlemen who we understand as supporters of the party, I'm talking about the New Patriotic Party, they besieged the passport office, and they said that they had come to take over the passport office to administer the place to ensure determine who comes into the office. The vehicle that you can see in your shots there, it's a BMW vehicle that has a photograph of the Honorable Patrick Boama on that. That was one of the vehicles that the gentleman in question brought to the passport office. And in fact, I've been engaging the Director of Passport, Alexander Grant, in Traquad, and the explanation has been given is that about an hour ago, the gentleman came in, they told him that he had come to take over the passport office, and he mentioned to them that it doesn't take place that way. And in fact, if you are either from the NMDA or wherever you are from and you want to take over the passport office or you've been assigned to the passport office, you come over with a letter from the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So still in your shots, you can see some of the police officers who were trying to escort those gentlemen. So the point he made was that he engaged them, they explained that to them. One of them mentioned that if that is the case, then they are leaving and that he'll return. But he exited and they left about 5 of their men.
Joseph, hold on. Joseph, hold on. I need you to slow down for me a bit and so that we can have a grasp of the situation on the ground for real. Now, you say that they engaged the Director of Passport, Mr. Ntrakwa, and he explained to you that he has met the people who have come or who invaded the office today and explained to them that this is not how you do it. Is that correct?
Exactly. And he mentioned that after engaging them and explaining to them what in fact, he says out of the 4 gentlemen who came into his office to speak to him, 2 of them were not willing to even hear him in the first place, but the other 2 agreed. And after he had explained to them, they left. But he was of the understanding that they had entirely left the premise, only to realize that about 5 of them were still at the main entrance. And in fact, some of the shots that you saw, the gentleman in the Lacoste who was opening the main gate, it's not an official of the passport office, but about an hour ago, he was the one in charge of the main post and opening to ensure that to allow whoever he decides into the passport
to
office.
come into the premises. Joseph, what we also know is that there's always a police person positioned at the entrance of the passport office. Where was this police personnel, and how come this gentleman in that orange attire that we've just seen in the shot, how was he able to go past the police who was supposed to be positioned there?
In fact, Mr. Ntrakwa mentioned that there was some form of altercation between these gentlemen who came in and the police officer who was manning the post. He mentions on record that the gentleman in question was pushed away, and the gentleman forced their way into the premises of the passport office. So that was what actually happened with regards to that. So he says, had to place a call to the police command to ask for some police officers to be brought in. In fact, the SWAT team from the national office came in. Also, officers from the Greater Accra Regional Office Police Command also came in, and they are the ones who have manned the place now. And as I speak to you now, 2 of the gentlemen who were left at the place, they have been escorted to the Accra Regional Office for interrogation.
Were there any injuries? I mean, We're looking...
not that we can report, but so if you are still having the visuals on your screen, that is the office of the Director of Passport, Mr. Intrakwa, right there. It was at this point that an official from the BNI had come in and was engaging him and asking him to brief him on what actually transpired at the place. So he was just explaining to him that the entire story that I've been telling all this while talking about the fact that the gentleman came in, they had wanted to man the place, and he didn't allow them. The altercation between they and the security personnel, the police officer who mans the passport office, did take place, but no injuries. We cannot report of any injuries as of now.
But as we speak now, have there been any arrests?
The two gentlemen, from the engagement I had with the police officer, they have not been arrested. They are being taken to the regional command to engage them to try and understand why exactly they came over to the place. So it's not an arrest. They are engaging them to try and understand why they came over to try and take over the passport office.
But have you engaged them yourself? These people who barged in today, have you engaged them yourself? What did they tell you, if you have? I
couldn't engage them. They were not willing. In fact, they were downstairs, and we had to be escorted by the police officers upstairs to engage the Director of Passport, after which we came down and exited.
Okay. I say a very big thank you to you. That is Joy News reporter here, Joseph Akabley at the passport office. And you can see all of those pictures there. And as he explains, some people just barged into the office. And what they told the Director of Passport was that they were there to take over. The Director of Passport, Mr. Intrakwa, has explained that you don't do that. That is not the process. But of course, they don't look like they are comfortable. If you can see in the pictures right now, it looks like a state of panic that has been caused there. That is the story we're telling this moment, the story about a siege on government institutions by persons suspected to be supporters of the governing NPP. Now, I've got on the telephone line now Samson Ahi. Samson Ahi is Member of Parliament for the previous area that we spoke to, the Boyde in the Western region. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your time here on The Pulse.
Thank you.
We understand that there have been some siege, if you like, at the NHIS office in your area. But we also know that some district offices were also vandalized. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. This happened this morning.
Give us details, sir, of that situation.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This morning, the staff of NHIS in the Boyde district went to work. While working, a group of NPP youths went to the office, vandalized the office, hit some of them. In fact, the accountant was beaten, his mobile phone was taken from him, and money that had been collected from last week were taken away. And then,
monies were taken away?
Yes.
How much are we looking at, sir?
But because after that, they bought a padlock and went away with the key. We reported the matter to the police. So at the moment, the police, together with the district manager, are taking inventory to know what properties were taken away and then amount of money that was taken away. But when I spoke with the manager, he told me that they had some money there because they were working, and that there were a lot of people around who had gone there to either renew their cars or to register with NHIS, and they handed money at the office.
Okay.
So after that, they went to the district assembly and then told the district coordinating director to leave the place and said that they were looking for the district chief executive to take his car from him. And they were in red band. There were a lot of people. They also went to Ghana Cocoa Board site where some people have been engaged to do nursery of cocoa seeds. They went there and also told them that Anakufo is in office now, and for that matter, they should leave the place. And they dropped them from work today. All this thing happened today after NPP has beaten the Gongon that they should meet at the place for a meeting. Not knowing that.
So hold on, sir. What you're saying is that there was an announcement for NPP in the area to meet at a particular place today?
Yes. This morning, the announcement was made that all NPP people were going to meet to discuss on issues. Then after that, they divided themselves. Some went to the cocoa board site where the nursery was going on. Then some also went to the National Health Insurance Office. So that's what happened today.
What has been your role in all of this, being the member of parliament for the
Immediately,
area?
I was informed. I called the district police commander, reported the matter to him. He went to the scene with his men, met the NPP people, and then spoke to them that what they were doing were illegal, but we have been able to identify people who actually forcibly entered the NHI office, destroyed the documents, and took away the money, and then beat the accountant. I'm expecting that the police commander will effect arrest so that the law will deal with those people.
That is obviously criminal. Have there been any arrests? I've spoken to the district manager. He tells me that there hasn't been any arrest, but he has put in his statements. But from where you stand as member of parliament, you probably should have a better idea of what's happening with the police or how the police is handling this issue. Has there been any arrest at the moment?
They said that their party is in power, and so nobody can do anything to them. Nobody will arrest them.
Sorry, is that what the police told you, sir?
They were saying, but I am believing, I have a trust in the police in Bodi that they will do the right thing. But I think what happened was that after the incident, they managed to get the keys to open the office, and then they went there to take stock of items that were taken by the NPP. And so I'm sure after that, the necessary steps will be taken. In fact, I have gone to the extent of even informing the divisional commander in Sevios.
Carry on with this matter as member of parliament. Any further steps you're looking to take?
At the moment, I have to rely on the police because, as you said, and which you are right, that this is a criminal matter. So I expect the police to do the right thing by arresting them and then taking them to court. But what I will do is that I will make sure the right thing is done. I will forward this matter to the letter.
Follow this matter to the latter. I will say a very big thank you to you, sir. Samson Ahe is Member of Parliament for the area. We're talking about Boidi in the Western region. We're engaging him on what happened there this morning. The district office of the NHIS in that place was vandalized. He tells us now that the district offices were vandalized as well. The Cocoa Board office, you know, they confronted workers at the Cocoa Board office as well. We've got Charles Bisu. Charles Bisu is an executive member of the NPP in the Western region who can help us clarify this issue. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your time here on The Pulse.
Hi, good afternoon.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. Your supporters today have been vandalizing government offices, creating chaos in the offices as well, and preventing the workers from carrying on their duties. How do you respond to that, sir?
Okay, yeah. We haven't actually ascertained this true fact. We've also had that information, but as we speak, I've spoken to the constituency chairman and other executives to ascertain the veracity of it. But if such a thing has happened, then we condemn it. Because just 2 days ago, we all had a speech by the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and he reiterated it yesterday again in Chebi when we went to see Ochehene. So I think we condemn it to the highest level.
Okay, so but what I need to get this clear, please. What you're saying is that you cannot confirm that indeed these guys who have vandalized offices, government institutions, are your men, or are you saying that the situation did not happen?
No, I have heard that something like that has happened.
Okay.
But as to them being our party members, no, I do not know of that. I've spoken to the constituency chairman, who is more like the chief executive of the party within that constituency, to actually ascertain the veracity of it. But
The member of parliament for the area has just told me, not the member of parliament, the district manager of the NHI has just told me that it was a call. It took a call from your chairman in the area, chairman of your party in the area, for them to have the office opened. So how do you mean that it was not your men?
Okay, so that if that's the situation, that's what I'm saying. I have spoken to the constituency chairman just about an hour ago to ascertain the veracity of it. And if it's our party members, then that action has been condemned by the party. They shouldn't do that at all. I actually spoke to them regarding what the flag bearer said, and as well as the image of the party. So if that has been done, then probably it was me speaking to him and actually asking them to go and ascertain what has really happened.
Okay, so you condemn it, that's okay, but what's going to happen with these people? This is clearly a criminal offense. Condemning is just not enough, is it?
No, yes. I mean, if you condemn it and there's criminal culpability, then those who actually perpetrated it must be brought to book. What I would say is there's only one Ghana, even though we have political parties and all that, but once with elections are over, then they are over, and we become one country. So basically, nobody is a foreigner whatsoever in that constituency. So we condemn it. The laws, the appropriate establishment must actually take action. As the political party, if they are party members, then we are going to institute disciplinary action and bring those to book as well, those people involved to book.
Are you going to give them up to the police for the police to do what is required of them by law to do?
Basically, I do not know who is involved, but I mean, they are over 18 years old, they are adults in their own right. If the police actually go and get them, then we have no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, if they are our party members and they are culpable, then the party disciplinary structures will be invoked as well.
The member of parliament I spoke to told me that this morning, that today there was an announcement that all NPP persons should live, or all NPP supporters should meet at a particular place. And what he says is that this happened immediately after that meeting. What do you say to that?
No, I mean, with that, I haven't. Somebody told you. I haven't actually. I wasn't there to actually ascertain what's happening. I wasn't part of the meeting. We're just talking about an event which has happened. And I said, if it has happened, then we condemn it as a political party. We're actually taking inspiration from what our flag bearer said on Saturday and yesterday, that things like that should not happen. And there's only one Ghana, and we're all Ghanaians, and we must live in peace.
Well, before I let you go, you keep saying that you take inspiration from what the president has said. But we know that he said a similar thing on the day of the declaration. He said, being consistent about being a father and a president for the entire country, whether he voted for him or not. But it was just after the declaration, we saw members of the NPP, take over offices and take over institutions like the toll booth. Let me take the Accra Tema toll booth, for instance, as a typical example of what happened just after they have said that. Is there anything really ongoing within the party that is supposed to help stop or prevent some of these things from happening in the first place?
Yeah, I'm saying, I don't know if there were NPP people who did that. I mean, NDC can do the same thing and then actually blame NPP. That we're not going into that as well. Whoever does it, the law doesn't know NPP or NDC. Whoever does it, the law, no respect of person, must be brought to book. That's the end of the story. I'm saying we're drawing inspiration from what our president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as a leader, he said it, and we must all follow suit. And if something like that has happened today, then we're actually condemning it as a political party. That is, if those people are our party members.
Okay.
And if they are our party members, I think the police should arrest them, or anything should happen, we will institute a disciplinary action following an investigation.
We'll say thank you to you, sir, and hopefully we'll get some more information on this developing story. That is Charles Bisu. Charles Bisu is a member of the NPP's executive wing in the Western region. They're helping us with information, or that side of the information. He can't really confirm, what the situation is, but he says that he's spoken to the constituency and they say that they've dealt with the issue. He's also saying that they should be punished if, of course, they did this, but we need to get more on this particular story. Still here with me on The Pulse, Ma'am Gifty and Opium.